Hey guys, I'm back again with a brand new video for you all, and this time I brought you one of the best team for the Open Ultra League. Now, a couple of weeks back I brought you a team for the Ultra League that was PIDGEOT in the lead and REGISTEEL and Tapu Fini at the back. Now this is even a better version than that. I've just changed. I put Annihilate instead of Tapu Fini, and this works even better. And yep, that's true. And yeah, this is very simple to run team. Like a lot of the times I don't even swap even if it's a bad lead or a neutral lead. Like for example, if it's a Tentacruel lead, a lot of the Tentacruel users in the lead run something like Guzzlord or Greedent at the back, right? So it's better to have REGISTEEL and Annihilate both at the back. So I just play along the lead, the neutral lead, and even if it's gonna be the bad lead like Alone Sandslash, and I've seen a lot of Alone Sandslash users run Tentacruel at the back, so I just try to keep my REGISTEEL and Annihilate for the back and just debuff that Sandslash and Soft Lose. And landing one Brave Bird is gonna put that Sandslash really low. That is if they are running Shadow Claw as the fast move. Now if the Sandslash is running Powder Snow, then it's a different story. You need to save swap. Now yeah, this team is pretty simple to understand. Like if you find Giratina, you stay. If you find fighters like Poliwrath, you just stay. If you find Tentacruel, Tapu Fini, you stay. If you find fires like REGISTEEL, Talonflames, you stay. If you find Trevenants, definitely you stay. That's great for you. If you find Jellicents and Mandibuzz, you can do. If you find Jellicent, you stay. If you find Mandibuzz, you can just save swap into REGISTEEL, or you can just stay and play that matchup. So yeah, PIDGEOT in the lead is definitely amazing. One of the best lead in the Ultra League, and it's also one of the best save swap. And yep, talking about REGISTEEL, it's the legend of Ultra League, and also Annihilate, just amazing. And yep, this team is really balanced. I really loved this team. So without any further ado, let's start the battles. So the first battle is gonna be our PIDGEOT against the Tentacruel. Now, yep, that's what I said. It's a neutral lead. Let's just stay and let's just go for the Feather Dance as soon as we reach there. And yep, a lot of the people think it's gonna be the Brave Bird, so they shield it, and that's what they do. Now their attack is dropped here. So I'm gonna tank this Skull very comfortably here, and let's just push for the Brave Bird. After this, let's throw the Brave Bird. Let's see if they decide to go double shield down, but I don't think they're gonna invest both the shields here, so they don't shield. And yep, I can just farm them down with winging attacks, so that is why I invest a shield here to win the switch advantage, right? So that was the Acid Spirit, but yep, it doesn't matter. And they come in with their Scrafty. Should have thrown the Brave Bird there, but yeah, they were gonna shield it, so I threw the Feather Dance. And oh, now they come in with their Obstagoon. Alright, so yep, both the Pokemons Annihilate can beat. So a lot of the Tentacruel leads run both the Pokemon at the back that are weak against the fighters. And yep, that is why I just stay in the neutral lead there. So just throw the Focus Blast to kill this Obstagoon, and yep, Scrafty can comfortably win this game, and our opponent realizes it and they surrender the battle. Another battle, it's gonna be Guzzlord. This time I save swap into my REGISTEEL because both my Pokemons are very good against this guy, and they want to crunch us. Alright, crunch us, we'll take the crunch. They want to crunch us and then catch the move into their... I threw the Focus Blast, they caught it into their Tapu Fini, and oh yeah, but they shield, man, but they shield. That's great for us. Now let's just push for the Zap Cannon here. We go for the Zap Cannon. This is gonna do a lot of damage. Will not one shot, but it will get it very low. And yep, we still have two shields. They are both the shields down. So this is gonna be the Nature's Madness. It drops our defense. Now let's push for the Zap Cannon, and Zap Cannon is almost gonna knock them out, so I shield this Surf. And yep, let's go for the Zap Cannon. As I said, it's not gonna one shot, but it's gonna put them quite low, very low in the lock on down range. And they come in with their Guzzlord. Now I bring in my Annihilate. Now I guessed they were very weak against fighting, and they had Fairy, so they are double strong against fighting at the back. So I bring in my Annihilate here, since they gave up the switch there. Now let's just throw the Shadow Ball. I don't think Night Slash would have KO'd this dark type Pokemon from that range. Yep, and we Shadow Ball there, and they had Tentacruel at the back. So let's just throw the Shadow Ball. Now from this point, it's just gonna be a Brave Bird scenario. Just Brave Bird this guy. And since we also landed the Shadow Ball, Brave Bird, we still got one shield. And let's Brave Bird at this and take the victory. And Tapu Fini is just so low on health. And this was the Blizzard. Thank God we shielded that. And that was their only win con, landing that Blizzard, so they surrender. Another game, it's gonna be very, very bad lead for us. Now let's just save swap into our Registeel. And yep, let's just go for the Focus Blast. They're kind of staying. Alright, that's good, that's good. They're staying, that's fine. Now that's gonna be the Thunder Punch. And I just throw my Focus Blaster. Let's see if they decide to shield this one. Now this is gonna do a lot of damage. They don't shield it. Alright, they don't shield it. Now they are staying in. That's like kind of good, but they come in with their Giratina. I throw the Zap Cannon against this green Giratina, hoping for the attack drop here. Now what I do is I try to come into my Pidgeot, since the like alignment and switch time is so misaligned, and I want my Pidgeot against this guy, banking one Zap Cannon or Focus Blast in my Registeel. I'm just gonna push for the Brave Bird, tanking whatever they're gonna throw. If they are at double, I'm gonna tank both moves. They do have the Ancient Power, which is kind of bad for us, but it's not kind of great for them too. But because we're gonna get to the Brave Bird here, and this is gonna do a lot of damage. This is not gonna be enough to knock them out. And now they come in with their Ampharos and they throw their energy. This is great. They did a mistake there, throwing the energy here. And I just can come in with my Annihilate, shielding once and then countering them down, like counter them down all the way. And let's see what they decide to come in with. They had the Tapu Fini. This is not the great scenario for us. Now what we needed is both their shields, right? We just need both their shields and Zap Cannon them, and that will give us the victory. And that's what I was thinking. So okay, I now remember this match. I did a little bit of misplay that cost me this game. Spoiler alert. A little bit of bad decision by me, and I lost this game. And we threw the Night Slash, and it was the CMP, I believe. Sorry for that. And that was the CMP. Now what I should have done here is Zap Cannon the Giratina and lock on down this guy, but I end up pressing the Zap Cannon against this Tapu Fini. Now there is no way we can lock on this ghost type. And yep, this match was very close, and it was a bad lead. Ampharos against our Pidgeot, almost won it, but it's fine, and it's gonna be Tapu Fini in another battle. There we go, neutral. We're just staying in here. Let's just throw the Feather Dance as soon as we get there. This kind of makes people think that, oh, they're throwing the move and they're gonna Brave Bird and bail. That's why I just throw as soon as I get there. But this guy didn't shield, so this is gonna be debuffed move, so I'm not gonna shield the first Nature's Madness. Now I'm gonna push for the Brave Bird here. Oh, alright, I didn't go for the Brave Bird. I'm just going for the Feather Dance and hoping them to shield, and they shielded there. Now I'm gonna shield whatever this is going to be to force them to shield and go double shield down. And doesn't matter how much energy they will gain farming our Pidgeot down, because we got Registeel to soak everything they throw at us, and they farm a lot of energy. And there we go, I come in with my Regi, and they come in with their own Regi. I come in with my Annihilate. Now before I reach the Shadow Ball, unfortunately they will reach to their Zap Cannon, and you know what, unfortunately they will debuff our attack here. Now what I do here is just throw the Shadow Ball. We will need to throw double moves here. That's kind of bad. And yep, they will throw another Zap Cannon. Oh wait, we can just farm them down. Why do we need to throw double there? What am I saying, man? Damn. We just farm them down, and they bring in the Giratina. Alright, we are heavily debuffed, so just 2 Shadow Balls is not gonna be enough, but it's gonna do a lot of damage. And one Zap Cannon is enough for that Tapu Fini, and one Zap Cannon is gonna be enough for this Giratina, and there's nothing this Giratina can do. No hard-hitting move against this Registeel, so they surrender. And it's gonna be alright, Zapdos, Shadow Zapdos. This is not good for us, but you know what? We're just gonna Feather Dance. That's what they do, right? I'm just gonna shield the first move. It doesn't matter if it's gonna be Drill Peck. It's gonna be undebuffed, right? undebuffed, right? Not debuffed. And they shield. That's what they do. They shield, right? So let's just go for the Brave Bird. Now I'm gonna tank whatever this is going to be. This is gonna be the debuffed move. And Thunderbolt didn't knock us out, and we could only reach to the Feather Dance. So let's go for the Feather Dance. Now this guy is heavily debuffed, and they shield it. They end up shielding it. That's great for us. I come in with a Registeel. I'm gonna tank whatever they're gonna throw. They are staying in. They're not swapping. Why are they like throwing their debuffed move that's gonna do nothing against Registeel? That's kind of bad play, but they only do those things if they are weak, if they are ABA against Registeel, right? So they bring their own Registeel. So I guess they were weak to Registeel, whole team. Okay, they bring in their Cresselia. Now what I can do here is just throw double Shadow Ball. Doesn't matter if they try to bait us with the Grass Knot, because we're gonna be able to reach to the Shadow Ball even if they bait us with the Grass Knot. So I just decide to shield and Shadow Ball this guy, and yep, Shadow Ball this guy. Will take this guy out, and we just need to counter that Registeel to the Focus Blast range. And you know what? One Zap Cannon is still not going to be enough to knock our Annihilate out. So we're just going to counter them, bank a Shadow Ball. We're not going to throw the debuffed Shadow Ball there, and then come in with our Regi, and one Focus Blast is not going to be enough. And one Focus Blast and one move from Annihilate is definitely going to be enough for us. So they realize it, and I guess they, I don't know, surrender or force close, or I don't know what was it. A little bit of freeze there, but it's kind of cool. I guess they top lift, and GG's. And moving on to another battle, it's gonna be Flyer versus Flyer, Talonflame against our PIDGEOT. Let's just go for the Feather Dance. I love this move, man. I love this move so much. Feather Dance. And they didn't shield it. Alright, you're not shielding it. That's kind of cool. We're gonna tank whatever this is going to be, even if it's going to be the Brave Bird. So they just throw the Fly, and they will reach to Fly after this move. So yeah. And you know what? We can still tank this and get to the Brave Bird, because we're only one wing attack away from the Brave Bird. We reach to the Brave Bird, wait for the Brave Bird, and let's say if they decide to shield. They don't shield, and it one-shots them. And yep, we won the switch here, and there you go. They've got double fire, so Reggie's got nowhere to go. Double flyer, and Annihilate's got nowhere to go. It's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. No, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna tank the Blast Burn. It's not gonna one-shot, so let's just. They come in with their Giratina. All right, they had Giratina for Annihilate. Reggie got nowhere to go. Annihilate's got nowhere to go. So what could we do in this battle, right? So it's kind of rough. Only like if they didn't shield the Shadow Ball, then couldn't something. But there we go. We're already low on our Reggie, and counters are resisted by this guy. They still got shields, and this game is over. There's nothing we can do here, right? So it's kind of rough. So we lose this game. And they had ABA, Fire Flyer, Charizard, and Talonflame. That's the beauty of running ABA, and you guys know I love ABA as well, right? So it's kind of not sad losing this game. And Dragonite, Shadow Dragonite in the lead. Let's just, whenever it's Dragonite, I let them throw the move and go for the Brave Bird. That's what I like to do against Shadow Dragonite leads, because I want to save swap into my Annihilate. Sometimes I go with my Reggie. A lot of people run double weak to fighting at the back, and I just go for the Night Slasher. It was the CMP. I'm gonna tank the heavy hitting move here. It's not the heavy hitting, but coming from a Shadow Dragonite, it will be heavy hitting and Dragon Claw, right? So Night Slash, and they will not be able to reach to another Dragon Claw. And yep, we found it now just by counters. They bring in their Empoleon. Alright, so I kind of guessed they were running Shadow Dragonite and double Steel at the back. I already kind of guessed it, double weak to fighting. And what I do here is just like shield this, and then come in with my Reggie and bank like over Night Slash, and then come in with my Reggie. And they've got Lucario at the back, so it's a GG. Because one Focus Blast is gonna be enough to knock this one-shot this Lucario out. And even they need multiple moves to knock our Registeel out from this range. And we've got Night Slash stored in our Annihilate, so it's already a GG. Yep, it's already a GG. I just come in with my Annihilate and throw the Night Slash and take the victory here. GG. Moving on to another battle. It's going to be NP Road 1983. Alright, oh, he was born in 1983. There we go. Alone Sand Slash in the lead. Kind of rough. Like, just a battle before this, the team I faced was Alone Sand Slash, Tentacruel, and was it Tapu Fini or Giratina? Or it was Giratina. So what I wanted to do here is put my Registeel and Annihilate with shields and energy, and I will be able to win that game. I kind of guessed that team. Like, I visualized the frame in my mind. It's gonna be Tentacruel and Giratina at the back. So yeah, weak to fighting in the front, and they're running Poison and Ghost. So I come in with my Annihilate, and they come in with their Golisopod. And this is kind of rough for us. This is kind of rough for us. Whenever, as soon as I saw this Golisopod, I was like, oh, they're running different team. And yeah, a lot of Sand Slash leads run Giratina at the back, and a lot of people run Tentacruel at the back. So I kind of like failed there guessing there. Sometimes your guesses don't work. That's what it is. That's how it is. I was successful baiting there, and I took both their shields. Now, what a slight misplay here again by me. I don't know why I tried to catch there. Now they end up getting more and more energy there. That's kind of rough. This is liquidation number 1. They'll definitely get to another liquidation here. I should have shielded this liquidation. Yeah, I should have shielded that liquidation, and that debuffed our defense as well. That's kind of not cool. And this is definitely going to be the overkill for this Golisopod, and they've got Poly at the back. But this is not counter Poly. This is not counter Poly, and I try to call it the Icy Wind, but it is the Dynamic Punch, and it knocks us out. We lose that game. GG. So it's gonna be Clefable in the lead, and we got Annihilate, so we're definitely gonna stay with our PIDGEOT in the lead. We just go for the Feather Dance. Let's see if they decide to shield. They don't decide to shield. Now this is gonna be the Moonblast by them. Even a debuffed Moonblast is gonna do almost 50% damage there. Yeah, did a lot of damage. Let's just push for the Brave Bird now. We're gonna be able to reach there first, and this is gonna one-shot them if they don't shield, and that's what they do. They don't shield, and they bring in their Obstagoon. So now I bring in my Annihilate, and there you go. We baited out Swampert. We got Registeel at the back. It was kind of good, and still not good because they've got Obstagoon. Well, you know what? If we do some shields, and if we get some shields from this guy, Focus Blast is gonna one-shot Obstagoon, right? So it's not that big of a problem. Swampert is a problem for Registeel, so we baited out with our Annihilate. That's gonna be great, and we got their first shield there. And let's just go for the Shadow Ball. All we need is shields here, right? All we need is shields. We don't need to win this matchup. Now, as they shielded that, the scenario here is just gonna be double Focus Blast. One for Swampert, one for Obstagoon, and they don't got any shield. And I come in with a PIDGEOT, they come in with their Obstagoon. I'm gonna tank this. This is gonna be the Night Slash, and yep, it's just gonna be one Focus Blast for this guy, one Focus Blast for Swampert. Let's just keep the shield for the Swampert. Let's play safe. This cross chop is gonna do fine bit of damage, and this is gonna be overkill for this Dark and Normal. And yep, it's just gonna be one Focus Blast. Even if they knock us out, we got shielded PIDGEOT. So yep, it's a GG. We took the victory, and it's gonna be Sand Slash in another game. And yep, I try to stay. That is a mistake. You guys don't do that mistake, right? I just stay there. Like, I should have come here with my Registeel as a safe swap. Like, I do that a lot of the time, but what happens is I bring in my Registeel, and they bring in their Giratina, and they will be able to win this flip and switch, right? So again, Annihilate would be like against the stronger, like they are running Sand Slash in the lead, so they would be double weak, double strong against Annihilate at the back. That is definitely for sure, right? So what I do is I just stay and try to play the energy and shield game here. That's what I think. And there you go. I bring in my Annihilate, they bring in their Jellicent. They don't let us farm their A-Slash, and I bring in my Reggie. Now, at this moment, I already guessed that they had Mandibuzz at the back. So let's just throw the Zap Cannon. That did a lot of damage. Now here, I should have shielded our Registeel here in order to win this battle. I should have shielded our Registeel in order to win this battle. Because they've got Mandibuzz at the back. And they bring in their A/, I bring in my Annihilate, and they bring in their Mandibuzz. So we don't have Ice Punch. If we had Ice Punch, we might have been able to win this battle here. If we had Ice Punch. But it's gonna be rough here. Kind of rough. We're gonna shield all the Aerial Aces here. Shadow Ball is still doing fine bit of damage, but they can tank multiple of those. Now they will start shielding. And we can tank just one Aerial Ace because 2 is gonna be enough to knock us out. And yep, we took their one shield, but I don't know why I tried to like catch there, but and they've got Aerial Ace stored in their Mandibuzz and still got a shield, so yep, we are losing this game. No way we're winning this game. Now, this is gonna get shielded and we take the L here. But you know what? I win all positive sets with this team. Like I dropped a lot of Elo. This team is gonna help you get positive sets. And yep, that is it, guys. I hope you like the content, and if you like the content, then please do leave like and comment and subscribe to the channel if you like the content and if you have not yet. So thank you so much, guys.